Chronicles of Darkness. Boy, I learned something new about Macs tonight, and in addition to them sucking, they don't have inbuilt audio for any external source to capture, which is terrible. So, save your money, build a desktop, don't buy a Mac. Lesson learned. Tonight, we are joined by our friend Alan Sanchez from Panopticon Gaming, and we are going to be making characters for a game system that is yet to be debuted on the channel, which is Chronicles of Darkness. We are super excited to get this done. We are going to be doing the actual one-shot on December 19th, where we are also going to be giving away a copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and being it was donated back to the channel, a copy of Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frostmaiden. I'm not going to click off of the settings I currently have right now because I'm worried I'm going to anger the MacBook gods. So we're just going to go ahead and let Alan take away the start of session 0.
All right, so kind of a quick an overview of how this game works. It is a D10 system. For any of you guys who are familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Hunter, The Vigil, any of those games that are made by White Wolf, it's all the same system. It's D10s. The number of dice that you get for your rolls are determined by your skills and attributes together. 8s, 9s, and 10s are considered successes, and 10s do what is called exploding, where you get to keep that success and roll them back in for additionals. There are things like defense and armor, or defense that will reduce the number of dice you get to roll. There is a health system based on your stamina and other factors, as well as willpower, which allows you to roll additional dice. By burning willpower, you get 3 additional dice. There is also something in the normal version of Chronicles of Darkness called integrity, which is your moral standing. The higher the integrity, the less likely you are to do something immoral, versus the lower your integrity, where you just could not care one bit. But because it's a one-shot, I like to swap it out for sanity. And in both cases, when you hit 0 integrity or 0 sanity, your character ends up becoming my character. So yeah, look forward to that if you guys start losing your sanity a bit. But first, let's touch on the attributes. As you guys can see, for the players, but for those watching the stream, we have 3 sets of boxes here. It's your intelligence, wits, and resolve, strength, dexterity, and stamina, presence, manipulation, and composure. Depending on how your character is built, if they're a more social character, you'll probably put most of your points into that last box. And the way that we set up the attributes is you get 5 points in one, 4 points in the other, and 3 points in the last. How you divvy them up is up to you.
Alrighty.
So if your character is going to be extremely at 5 points in one, 4 points in the other, 3 in the last. It's down at the bottom. If you look, there should be like a row of text that says attributes 5/4/3.
Yep.
Yep.
So if you've got a dexterous character like Cody, you said you were playing a skateboarder, you're going to want a lot of points in your dex. You're probably also going to want some points in stamina. And that will be, because you're able to be active for a very long time, you're able to run, you're able to jump. That's going to tend to be what your skill's going to be like. I know somebody had an interest in the vet. The veteran's going to have strength, dex, and stamina is probably going to be your main focus, but you're probably going to want them a little even. You got a question, Jake?
No, sorry, this was me messing with the audio. No, keep going.
I don't know how Jake or Nate or you guys, how are you guys doing your characters?
Just to make sure I understand, it's a total of 3 things bubbled in for the one, and so on and so forth. Like the total will be 3.
So one group of boxes is going to get 3, group of boxes is getting 4, and one group of boxes is getting 5.
Okay, now I understand. Now I understand. Like that's not in
Gotcha.
3 different things. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. All right.
Okay.
All right. That's nice. I always like standard array for games like this. Like for Call of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
standard array is always my preference.
And this is like, basic level 1. There's really no level in this game. It's just like your baseline character, and this is human. I do prefer playing mortals over any of the other systems, just because you get the variety, the sort of you're about to die situations become.
I like those.
100%.
Yeah.
We're all about the you're about to die situations. We had one of those last night. Awesome. All right. So should you talk about what the premise of the campaign is going to be?
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna do one that me and my team have written. It's called Silent Nightmare. You guys are going to be.
Oh, that is a cool name. That okay. That I clap. That okay. Yeah.
So it is a horror game set in a neighborhood in upstate New York by the Canadian border.
Oh, hey.
You guys are all neighbors is the setting, and that you have a freak snowstorm that comes in on Christmas Eve. You all had to bunker into your houses, and as you come out at the end of the storm, you realize that the end of the cul-de-sac there has an extension that goes into another neighborhood that was never there before. And it's very Christmassy, I suppose. Lots of tinsel, lots of jingling carols. You can smell hot chocolate and eggnog, cinnamon in the air, cookies, and something just doesn't seem right.
All right. Nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
super cool. Well,
it's
we
going to
live
be a lot of
upstate.
fun.
We all live upstate New York, so.
Oh, this is going to be perfect. So it's
yeah.
going to feel like you're there.
Exactly. A little too close to home. And we all used to be neighbors too. So, yep. Nice.
I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the SCP universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know,
So
that
this
sounds
is,
cool.
SCP has been one of my like most recent favorites, thanks to my wife. This is based on 4666. If you're familiar with it, Nate.
I am not. Oh no.
Yeah.
I might be, but I don't remember.
What is this?
I know 63 is a toothbrush, and that's
So-
pretty much it.
So SCP 4666 is
Oh,
known
no.
as the Yule Man.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I think I've heard of this man.
And the
I
Yule
don't.
Man is
no.
an anomalous being that only appears within 2 weeks of Christmas on either end. It appears randomly, and it tracks down a family, and if it likes that family, it will take the child and murder the family brutally in front of the child and then take it somewhere.
Great.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's terrifying.
What does he look like?
It's a nondescript humanoid, roughly 60 to 70 years old. Most of the times, the sightings have been that it's naked or wearing the skin of something that's bleeding.
Nice.
It gives off a foul odor, and it has a bag in which it sounds like bones are being rattled
Where does it put the kid?
inside that bag.
Does he just like run off with it? Does he like eat the kid? Is he like a cannibal?
It's unknown, at least from my understanding of it, but it is a dimensional traveler, so it disappears through some sort of dimensional pocket,
Oh,
That's never good
okay.
for humans.
which makes it even harder to catch, and it makes it even harder to track.
I mean,
What level?
if he's murdering a family in front of a kid, he's probably going to keep the kid alive,
What
right?
level is
Yeah.
the guy?
I'm sorry, what?
What level is the guy?
In terms of what?
Keter, Euclid, save.
Oh, I believe it's a Keter class.
Great. Great.
But yes, this game is based off of 4666.
I am excited.
So that's the number the guy's associated with?
Yeah.
No, that
63 is a
is
toothbrush. Fun fact.
That is literally the SCP designation for the Yule Man is SCP-4666.
Okay.
Yep.
So
My
it's a separate name.
actual favorite SCP is SCP. Oh shit! What is it? Not 610. It's the Workshop Bear. Yeah.
Oh no.
I want to know what he is.
He
I wanna
makes
know what he
Okay,
teddy bears
so-
out of literally anything. If you read
Yeah.
him out of your site for a minute, he once made one out of a fetus.
Yeah, so it's a teddy bear, right? Just your standard looking teddy bear. And what it does is it takes any object that it finds and uses it to create another version of itself. And it will
Mhm.
continue to replicate.
Oh.
And my current game, they have run into this where it's using human body parts and
Yeah.
robotics.
Yeah.
Why don't they just give the teddy bear like something that they have on them?
That's
Because
the
then
thing.
it would.
It literally finds whatever it wants and does that. So if you give it a
Oh,
gun,
so it can just decide that it wants you, and then you're just done.
yeah, it will
Oh, that's
attack you until it
terrifying.
gets what it wants.
That's terrifying.
So
So
they
if
come
it
in-
decides it wants you, you can't just give it something else. If it decides it wants you, it's coming for you. So you literally have
Going
an
back to
animated
Chronicles of
teddy
Darkness.
bear that's coming for you.
Yep.
Oh God.
Going
They
back to
come
Chronicles of
up
Darkness.
against a horde of these things. Like,
Oh no.
yeah,
Okay.
there's thousands of these teddy bears of various sizes made out of meat and machine and teddy bear fluff, and these guys are just trying to save their lives.
Keep going. I'm gonna grab a charger.
Okay.
Assigning skills. How do we do
Are there
that?
any other ones?
All right. So you guys are ready then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do skills next. Skills. Skills are it's 11, 7, and 4. So you get 11 points in one, 7 points in the other, 4 in the last.
Okay.
And that's dependent on what you want your character to do.
11.
So it's dependent on what you want your character to do. If you have, like, as you can see on your character sheets, it says mental unskilled -3. So if you have to make something like an occult check and you don't have any dots in that, I mean, you get -3 dice to try and roll for that.
So you have 11 in one, 7 in one, and 4 in the other?
Yes.
Okay.
For you, Jake, since you just got back,
Yes.
skills are 11, 7, and 4.
All right. Skills are okay. Perfect.
So but there's a lot of skills. So does that mean that there's also a lot of skills I'm not knowing anything about?
Yeah, you're not going to take points in everything. You're probably just going to want to be specific with your character. Like you as a skateboarder, you'll probably want to put most of your points in physical. You'll want athletics. You'll probably want brawl or weaponry.
So does the 11 mean I roll 11 dice?
No. 11 is the
That's
number of
a
dots
good
you get. 11 is the number of dots you get. The maximum dice you get is 5 for a skill and 5 for the attribute.
Okay, so do I just put 11 next to athletics?
No. You designate the number of dots. 11 is the number of dots you get.
Okay, because it doesn't look like I have 11 dots for, like, it's either there was only 5 or anything.
Now, don't worry about the attributes with the skills.
Animal Ken is exactly what it sounds like. It's your animal.
Like if you have an animal companion, or if you're good with animals, that's your ability to handle them.
Okay.
It's not necessarily something that we might use, but you know.
Before we go
so,
over
like-
skills, should we talk about our character ideas?
Yeah,
no.
let's talk about the character ideas. So I know how to help you guys better.
So, being I've already been absent trying to figure out audio and charger. I'll go first. So I am playing Roger Walters, and I'm 83 years old. I used to be a professor of psychology, but now I mostly just sit on my lawn and yell at children that get too close to my flowers.
Nice.
Cody?
So, who's next?
Cody, Mr. Skateboard Man.
All right, what's your name again, Jake?
Roger.
Roger, okay. So, I made like a little, wait, hold up. Okay, so my character is Kyle. Kyle is 15, and he's in the 9th grade. His aspirations include failing the 9th grade 3 times straight, prestiging in COD, and graffitiing Roger's house. He's been trying for a long time, but now that there's lots of snow, it might be easier for him to get at it.
Nice. All right, who's next?
Dan.
Dan.
Daniel is.
Dan!
You're not there.
Oh, yeah, I'm muted. There we go.
Okay.
I haven't put that much thought in my character yet, and so far I'm veteran who is good with weapons and not much else.
Okay.
I'm
That's
going
fair.
to fall apart as soon as something I can't shoot shows up in front of me.
Well, it sounds like there's lots of stuff for you to shoot here.
I'm doing I understand these aren't the same thing, but and I know I haven't gotten to the explanation of it yet, but my virtue is patience and my vice is sloth.
Nice.
I just
That's
plan
what
on doing
sounds like
nothing
to do.
as I am Alexander Seth. Alex Seth to whoever I happen to, whoever decides to know my name. I mean,
What?
I kind of whatever.
What is your general vibe? Like, what do you?
Absolutely nothing. You
So
the
slacker.
people who, I am very much a slacker.
Okay.
Like
You in
think,
real life.
like think of it like this. Like think of your
Oh my
run
God,
of the
are you a
mill.
stoner?
No, he's not a stoner. Think of your run of the mill. Oh, I'm about to get isekai guy, tracksuit, like
Okay.
all that stuff. But he somehow lives alone.
Okay. That works.
Think of it like that.
All right.
Get it.
So he did touch on a very good point. In this system, there is something called vice and virtue. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is your 7 heavenly virtues and 7 deadly sins. These things do come into play as your character progresses. If you, like the character that I have here from the previous game, his virtue was hope, his vice was sloth. Whenever it was something that needed to be done, he would basically try and pawn it off on somebody else. That was his vice. But he held hope as his virtue. Hope will help you increase your integrity, whereas vice will increase your willpower, and I'll get to those later. So for the professor, Jake,
Yeah.
you'll probably want your 11 points in your mental skills, so
Yep.
stuff like academics,
Mhm.
academics, investigation,
Science.
maybe what was your major? Are you a scientist, or you said philosophy?
Psychology.
Psychology. So academics, maybe a little bit of occult,
Yep.
a lot of investigation,
Yep.
and then the little bar that's next to academics, I would put psychology. That's your
Okay.
specialty.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think for my because I didn't actually know them. So for my 7 deadly sins, I'm going with wrath for my vice, and
Nice.
I am going
Ooh.
with diligence for my virtue.
And then there is in a normal campaign setting. There we go. I can speak.
It's always difficult.
Yeah, in a normal campaign setting, when you play or when you get a failure,
Mhm.
when you get like no successes, you can take it as no successes and just fail that check,
Yep.
or you can do what's called a dramatic failure, which gives you experience in a normal campaign.
Okay.
In this
A
case,
dramatic failure sounds exactly what it sounds like. You are just epically failing. As a one shot, you can always make it competitive, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, you don't want to make this competitive. I will make myself look
I'm
really
gonna fail
stupid.
so much more than everybody else. You wait and see.
I don't plan
I-
on succeeding.
Nice.
I
The
will
hell
only
is
make
success?
checks and things I don't have skills in.
I'll fight. all
Okay,
of you.
so how about this? Whoever has the most points, or whoever fails the most, gets crowned king of the losers.
Yes.
Heck yeah! I feel like
Yeah,
a
this
Kyle
is-
would be
This is
king
a
of the
competition I
losers.
can win.
I feel like that's why I'm made to be here.
My
Yeah,
sin
yeah,
is
well-
pride, and I will assume I can manage everything I try.
Nice. So, Cody, you've got the skateboarder. Skateboarder, you probably want athletics, as I said.
So
Maybe
I'm very confused with the skills. So does that mean I put 11 circles in like a physical thing?
Yes.
in
In
any
the
one of
entire
those.
physical category.
Yeah.
Okay. So like it's fine to not have circles in some, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
So like you're not going to be you're 15 years old, as your character would say, or as you've said about your character. So you won't be driving.
I don't know how to shoot a gun.
Yeah, you don't know how to shoot a gun, but
You're way
you do
behind
have,
Max.
you do have weaponry because you can carry your skateboard, or since it's snowing, it would probably be a snow skate.
Oh, I thought that would be brawling. Yeah, it probably makes sense. That would be a.
Yeah, so
Fine.
you can
Snowboard.
take brawl, which would be your fists. Weaponry would be if you've got like, you pick up a pipe wrench and you kind of know how to use it. Let's go down into social. Animalkin, as I said, would be like handling animals. Empathy is being able to read people's expressions. Expression is being able to manage yours so that you can like lie to people. Intimidation, obviously what it is. Persuasion is obviously what it is. Socialize is being able to manipulate your way through social situations. Like if you're trying to talk to a duchess and you are not familiar with their customs, you're just trying to understand and get a feel for the social situation. Streetwise is your know-how, your street smarts. And subterfuge is lying.
Right.
Larceny, that's the other one. Larceny is your ability to steal, pickpocket, break locks. What's another? Like, it's sleight of hand. Your larceny is your sleight of hand.
Gotcha. That's important. I mean, I'm not good at it, but it's important.
Merits are something that I will go through with you guys later, but for everybody else watching, merits are like feats for D&D. They're like additional bonuses additional things that you can use. There's one that's called Danger Sense, which is an ability when you're trying to perceive the world around you, you get +4 additional dice to roll to see whether or not there's more danger.
Okay.
And it really does depend on the character as to what they do, who they are. There's some that give you bonuses for specific fighting styles, or some that are specific to rifles and stuff for the veteran. There's quick draw, quick snap, headshots, stuff like that. Now we'll go into...
Do we make them up, or do we?
There's
do
a
we-
list. There's
Okay,
a whole
okay.
list of them.
Gotcha.
So
We'll
I have to go
Discord that
through
later.
them. Yeah, that's why I said we'll take care of them later. There's a whole list of them. There's also there's first edition, second edition. There's some that aren't mortal. There's some that are specific to Chronicles of Darkness or from one of the other books. So it kind of takes a while to go through.
Alrighty.
Okay, what are the 3 specialties?
So specialties. So for like the psychologist, his academics, his academics is a specialty in psychology. So if he does something in regards to psychology, he gets an additional die. For the vet, because you're using let's say your specialty is rifles, right? You're amazing with an M16. So if you have to draw your M16, you get an additional die to be able to shoot with it. Skateboarder, because you're athletic and dexterous, you probably might want to take parkour as a,
Wait,
as
not
a
a
thing.
thing?
Yeah, that is a thing.
Is that basically athletics?
Yeah, that's athletics, and then you would put parkour as your skill, as your specialty.
Oh, so there's okay, so I would not put this there. It's on a different page?
No. The line that's between athletics
Yep.
and the dots.
Oh.
Put it.
Okay.
And then there's merits specifically to parkour that allow you to do maneuvers and stuff.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So our specialties are usually in the things that we're skilled at.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Because you can't have a specialty in something you don't have.
Makes sense.
So like.
So for weaponry, what would I put for that? As my
I mean, if you're trying to get a specific.
I'm hitting something with my skateboard.
Yeah, I mean, you could totally do skateboard as your weaponry.
Okay.
You've broken so many skateboards over people's heads, you've become proficient at not breaking your skateboard.
I mean, you would have to.
So like I get 3 specialties to go along with the 3 things that I have skills in, correct?
Yeah, and you don't have to put all your points in one. You can spread them out. You get 3 skills or 3 specialties. It doesn't matter in which you put them.
Gotcha.
So like for you, it would be academic psychology.
Occult,
You could also probably have a little bit of a medicine background if you wanted to.
So is it 3 across any or 3 to another one category? Mental, physical, social?
No, 3 to any.
Okay.
3 to any. Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Nice. Maybe a little bit of socialize because I'm good at reading people.
Yeah, so you probably want empathy and maybe intimidation.
Probably intimidation. I'm an angry guy. Nice. Cool. It's actually a relatively simple system.
Yeah.
I love that.
So let's see here. Dan, did you have, I'm sure you probably put your 11 into physical?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you figure out whether or not you wanted like rifle, pistol?
I'm probably gonna go rifle.
Okay. Were you doing assault, sniper?
I don't know, I feel like range is probably better.
And I'm just sitting here with the skateboard, and you're like, what type of weapon?
Something
do you
scoped.
want?
I'm not using a weapon. I'm gonna be
I
dumb.
mean, you'll either have access as a civilian now, you probably have like a bolt action rifle,
Yeah.
or you could get your hands on an AR platform. So it's up to you how you want to do it.
Just like a bolt action rifle seems good.
Okay, so your firearms will be sniper.
Okay.
Let's see here. Also, for anybody who wants one, if you did decide to put points in the drive skill, drones are done.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
definitely take a drone. I'm definitely also not that good with technology.
I definitely have a drone.
Wait, I
Just
can
this
take a
old
drone.
man
Damn.
just
It's
flying
too bad
around
I
with
put all
drones.
my
I mean, how else is he, like, he's making sure people stay off his lawn. He can only sit
Oh,
on one
actually,
place.
that works. Oh,
He's got a
I
patrol
can have
drone.
a drone to keep people off my lawn. Oh, this is next level stuff. I'm actually doing
For,
that.
for intimidation as a skill, can I put like, you don't want to mess with me, I prestige and caught a month ago?
I mean, have you seen Max? That
I
dude's
mean-
terrifying.
You can
What
see
type
that.
of skills would you put for intimidation?
There's stuff like menacing look. Hold on, there is a list. Let me see here.
We'll go over
Honestly,
that.
no,
We'll
actually,
go
that
over that
might
in a
not be
minute.
the right way to go here, actually. Maybe
Let's
I should.
go. Everybody must specialize in intimidation.
I already
For-
did that. I'm a scared guy. An angry guy. You ever
I
heard of-
actually, so I just found it. I just gotta pull it up here quick for
I'm
you.
sorry, when you were Streetwise would be, I feel like Streetwise might be more accurate.
Oh, definitely.
Streetwise would be your know-how for like dealing with social situations on the streets, like
Yeah.
dealing with gangbanger stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see here, intimidation, direct threats, interrogation, stare down, torture, veiled threats.
Ooh,
That
torture.
doesn't sound like a Kyle thing.
See, I'm more of a veiled threats type of guy. I'm too old to get physical at this point.
Yeah,
Okay, veiled threats is one.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
And we're all good in intimidation. We're just gonna spend the whole game yelling at each other. It'll just be like real life.
No, you guys.
I mean,
are like,
I'm
the whole game
thinking
yelling
it
at
just
me.
because, like, I'm more writing it down just to note it.
It's
Like,
my birthday all over again.
Let's go. Direct threats.
So, what is there for Streetwise?
Streetwise, let's see here. Streetwise, black market, gangs, navigation, rumors, and undercover.
All right.
Wait, what did I put
So,
this
in the
in?
middle of a game, would I be like, can I use my navigation skill to figure out where I am? Is that how that works?
In this case, it probably wouldn't be like that. That would be more of a survival check. Whereas in most game, like in a normal game, yes, that would be it, because you'd be in the city, you'd understand the lay of the land. This is going to be a little different. So I wouldn't suggest that.
Gotcha.
So navigation, because I just feel like my character would be like more streetwise.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can take Streetwise.
Yeah.
But to be specific in navigation, that would be like navigating streets.
Okay.
You must summon the fellow members of your gang.
Wait,
It's probably fine.
are there checkboxes to put in the specialities in?
Check boxes are for the ones that you have points in, or the one that you have dots in.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think I figured out. I got mine. I got it.
Wait, so there's navigation, and then there's what else? Because I'll just change it to something that's useful then.
I mean, if you're trying to put it in social, empathy, expression, intimidation, and persuasion might be the best options.
Okay. So I'll just put in persuasion.
And then when you're using socialize, it's the attribute box that goes with it tends to be that third one, the presence, manipulation, and composure. Manipulation tends to be the one that you use the most with socialize.
Right. Oh, did you say something about a drone as well, though?
Oh yeah, if you wanted a drone, you need drive.
Oh, too bad.
I got 2 points in drive. Let's go.
Is there anything useful I can do with computers?
I mean, there will be some stuff with computers if you wanted to try it.
Yeah, I'll be proficient in, or what is it called? Skillful in computers.
Yeah, so you can do computers, and there's all sorts of ones: hacking, programming. Hold on, let me see. I've got the list. May as well check it. Computer, data retrieval, graphics, hacking, internet, programming, social media, and security.
I'll just do social media. Sure.
Oh my God, you're trying to be a Twitch streamer.
No. I mean, Kyle has aspirations in life.
You're trying to
Kyle's moving on to
stream
Fortnite
Painting
soon.
Wheel
He's
Manifest.
gonna make
But
it.
Kyle's about to stream Fortnite. What are you talking about?
So yeah, you definitely have points in computer for that, because you understand how to set up your gaming rigs. You understand.
My gaming rigs, yes. So my skills are parkour, skateboarding, and Fortnite streaming.
Oh yeah, skateboard for the weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's my weapon. What? It's not a joke. It's not going to be a
Solid
joke
weapon.
in a little bit.
Honestly,
Okay?
it's a solid weapon.
It is technically
Trucks
solid,
hurt,
yeah.
man. Have you ever been hit by one?
I try not to.
No.
I have. They suck.
I think this is the least effective weapon possible.
It's actually a really good weapon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've been in a fight with a skateboarder. I got cracked over the shoulder with one of them, and they hit me with the truck, and that almost broke my shoulder. They are not fun.
Jeez.
Hard metal is hard metal.
Yeah, especially at the end of a long swinging object. All right. So, any other questions before we move on from skills?
I got lost at attributes, but I know where I am with skills.
All
Do
right.
I
So
put
let
5 in a box?
for
and
the
then 4 in a box,
attributes.
3 in a box?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 5 in a box, 4 in a box, 3 in a box, and it's based on what you want your character to do. For you, you probably want 5 in the strength, dex, stamina box. Stamina is going to be affecting your health as well. You'll probably want the least amount in either the first box.
Intelligence, I'd say.
And
Yeah,
I did
you'll
the
probably want the least in intelligence.
I did the opposite.
Let's go over that one really quick though. For the attributes, I suppose I should go back. Intelligence, obviously, it is what it is. It's how smart you are. Your wits is your wits, your ability to think quickly, your ability to kind of judge a situation just by feeling it out. Your resolve is more like your will. Same with composure in the third box. Composure is the ability to hold your shit together.
Gotcha.
Your strength, dexterity, and stamina are exactly what they are. Strength is used for weaponry. Dexterity is used for athletics, and stamina is used for your health. Dexterity helps you dodge and move out of the way of danger. Next is presence. Presence is your ability to judge your surrounding area. Manipulation is your ability to talk your way out of things or really, manipulate people. And then composure, as I said, is how you hold it together.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of blank boxes here because, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Because
Well,
the highest
choose one to
I
put 5 in, choose one to put 3 in, and then choose one to put 4 in.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you can split those points up how you want. For Cody, I would suggest the most of it in strength or dexterity, and probably like 3 points in dexterity,
one on
point.
strength, one in stamina, right? Yeah.
Yeah, one in dex, one in
Yeah. I
stamina.
was just checking to see if I was doing it right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically I did the opposite of that. I put my highest in my mental stats, and then the physical stats aren't looking so great.
Jokes on you, loser. I can do a cartwheel.
I mean, I can do a cartwheel too. It's not going to be majestic.
I
I
can't
can do a cartwheel.
in real life, and I'm self-conscious about it.
All right.
You can't do a cartwheel?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Just the jump rope is difficult for me.
Fun story, real quick, and this is going to probably derail me. I used to be able to do a no-handed cartwheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to actually be fit before I got fat.
Same, bro.
But
literally everyone.
years ago, back in like 2018, I went to a convention with a friend. I was trying to impress her. I really liked her, and I did a one-handed handspring where I accidentally rotated my shoulder completely out of the socket.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got sent to the hospital. I was one of the first 3 major medical emergencies of the convention. She came to pick me up and then told me that she was lesbian. And I was like,
worth all the worth.
Yeah.
You just roll the 1. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. Anyway.
Any other questions about attributes or skills?
I think I'm gonna die pretty quickly, but I'm okay with that. I'm 83.
It's a one shot. It should be nice and quick.
I'm 83. I've lived my life. It is what it is.
Well, speaking of dying and health, let's move to your health box. Your health box is your stamina. Oh, actually, no, sorry. My bad. Underneath merits, you got this little area that says size, speed, defense, armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go through that. Size, all mortals are considered 5.
Gotcha.
Maybe 4 for the 15-year-old?
No, he's still considered 5.
Okay.
And that's because he's not below the legal height of midget, and he's not above the legal height of, or not below the legal height of giant. So, and there are merits specifically for giants and midget.
That's funny.
That give you benefits for that. So
That's
it's
funny.
yeah. So your size is 5. Speed is let me see here.
Speed is your strength plus your dex plus 5.
Okay. So yeah, strength plus dex plus 5.
Mine is 10. Nice. Wait. No, it's I did that wrong. Wait, it's
Plus your dex plus 5.
dexterity plus composure.
Strength plus dex plus 5.
Oh, yeah, that's still 10.
That's actually
Wait, dex plus composure? Where the? Oh, you're looking for initiative.
mode.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My speed is 9. Is that slow?
I mean, no, not necessarily. I have this character. This character that I have here has a speed of 7, so.
We're on defense, right?
Yes, you're on defense. Defense is the lowest of your dexterity or wits plus your athletics.
Ooh.
And what defense does is if you are within a certain range, you can deny somebody dice for ranged attacks. If they're within a melee range, you can deny them certain number of dice. That's the number of dice you get to deny them.
Let's go to.
So if I have 3 boxes in athletics, it would be +3, right?
So it's your lowest of dex or wits. So which one's the lowest?
Yeah, so what's the 2 for me? And then it'll be plus, I have 3 boxes in athletics, so that'd be a 5 for a defense.
5. So yeah, your defense is 5.
3.
Oh,
Ditto.
yeah.
2.
Go.
Oh god.
We're going down. 1, 0.
And that's the other thing I forgot to mention. As I said to you guys before we started, there are ways to get a 0 dice in attributes, but it is unlikely to happen in this game.
You say that now.
I will die immediately.
We might have to start shooting ourselves.
Oh god. But there is a way to, if you have, if you get penalties to rolls, mental, if you have a mental check that you don't have anything in, that's -3 dice. Well, if you only had 3, that means you have nothing to roll. What ends up happening is you roll what's called a chance die, and you only succeed on a 10.
Okay. Cool.
Oof.
Yeah, and if you get a 1, I believe it's an automatic dramatic failure.
Okay.
Nice.
Do
Which
I
means
get
experience.
for that?
Which is our goal here. We want the automatic failures.
Armor would be more in the wheelhouse of our resident veteran if he decided to bust out the flak armor. That's a whole nother bag of worms.
Yep.
What it does is it reduces the damage type, which I'll get into when we get help.
Mountain Dew stain t-shirt? Got it.
Yeah, so what it does is it reduces the damage type, and then it negates certain amounts of damage.
Wow, that's pretty strong.
It depends on the
Or
armor.
the armor Call of Cthulhu.
Yep.
Or they have your armored feet.
Yep. So next is initiative mod, which is your dexterity plus your composure. And that basically I'm not going to worry about your dexterity mod at this point. Oh wait, no, I do have to worry about it. So yeah, it's the number you add to your dice roll. Just a single D10.
Gotcha. So Dex plus.
Oh, that's pretty good.
4.
That's pretty nice.
4.
Mine is a 4.
Oh no, wait. Oh, composure. Yeah, it's a
Wait,
4.
initiative mod?
Yeah, initiative mod.
Dex plus composure.
Yeah, it's
Mine's
a
a
4.
4.
Why do you not have a 4 and 8? Are you going to try to one up us here and get not a 4?
No, yeah. I mean, Dex plus composure.
I feel
So
like a
mine's
veteran would have
5.
like super
Why
high
are you so
composure.
composed? I know
He's
you
a
live your
veteran.
life. That's just not true.
I don't know. Patience and sloth. What do I do?
You're
What do I do?
He's
I'm
very
doing
composed.
nothing out of laziness, or I'm doing nothing being like,
A murder
yeah, let's go
Titan
with that.
killed 3 of your friends.
I just don't want to
Okay.
do anything. Like, I just want to
Darn.
be that
That
funny do
sucks.
nothing guy. Yeah.
So the next 2 boxes, or the next 2 lines that you see, beats and experiences. Beats in this system are basically like the checkpoints for getting an experience. When you get 5 beats, you get a single experience. I'm not worrying about that because it's a single game.
Right.
But I mean, experiences, obviously, you get to upgrade your character as you go along in a normal game. It's 5 experience points for 1 dot in an attribute.
Oh.
2 experience points for every skill that you decide to upgrade.
Okay.
And then it's 1-for-1 in merits.
Okay, that's
Oh,
cool.
there is an actual leveling up system. It's just
That's
not
cool.
like D&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
But I mean, it's also a horror game, so like, you know.
Yeah, and the other thing about this is you can also spend 2 experience to get willpower back as well.
That's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember, did I mention that at least while we were live, did I mention that willpower gives you additional dice?
No,
Right, you
we've
can
not
spend a
talked about
willpower
willpower
to
yet.
roll another d10.
You get 3. You get 3 additional d10s to your roll when you burn a willpower.
Ooh,
Okay.
that is
And then you gain willpower by going into your vice, but
Yeah,
you
when
lose
you
an integrity.
feed into your vice, you get willpower back. If you run out of willpower, your character becomes tired. So you become physically exhausted. You'll start getting penalties.
Could you get a character then that is like really good at socialization? That was like, you can do this. I believe in you.
Yes, actually you can. I played with a character that was like that.
Coach.
I played with a character that was like that. She was a con artist, and all she did was basically she conned a man into giving her pretty much everything, and she like went from being worth maybe a couple $100 in her pocket to having about $15 million worth of anything anywhere she went.
Nice.
All she had to do was talk to him. So depending on how you roll it will determine how well you can do later on.
Awesome.
Okay.
Normally in a standard game, you'd have to put points in resources as your merits to be able to afford stuff like weaponry, armor, stuff like that. But one shots, I don't care.
Fair enough.
So now let's move on to your health, willpower, and integrity. Your health is your stamina plus your size. That's the number of dots you get in health. And
7.
yeah, so health is weird. Health, there are 3 different damage types.
Okay.
There is bashing, which is like you get hit over the head with a pipe or you get punched in the face. Next is lethal, so it's getting shot or being stabbed. Last is aggravated, which is like being set on fire or having some sort of spell cast on you.
Nasty. All right.
Bashing is a single slash in a box. Lethal is an X in a box. And aggro is completely blacking out the box.
And what is the difference in those things? Like what does
lethal,
slash-
so the way it works is you heal bashing every 15 minutes. You heal 1 every 15.
Gotcha.
It takes 2 to 4 days, I believe, for lethal, and then it's like 2 to 3 months for aggravated.
Oof.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So if any of you guys have a medical skill,
I do.
I also do.
You
I
can
have
heal-
nothing.
your successes can heal some of those lethals.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Heal some of those lethals to bashing, and with a high enough skill, you can, with a high enough skill and roll, you can reduce an aggro down to lethal.
Well, my specialty is mental health, but I sure will try my best.
I can do some first aid.
Yep. They're actually one of the characters in my game is a field medic, so he gets bonuses to being to doing field work.
Nice.
That actually reminds me, there is a thing about jury rigging and using improvised weapons. If you are jury rigging, there is a chance that whatever it is that you're trying to jury rig, which is a craft skill, may fall apart.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not good at craft, so.
Yep, and same thing with improvising something. Like if you're trying to improvise a suture, there is a chance that it'll fail.
Gotcha.
So there are merits that allow you to kind of negate that. It's specifically jury rigging is the merit. But we'll go over that later.
Sure.
All right, I think I see the list of. I think I found a list of merits.
Yeah.
Second edition or first?
I'm using both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'll go over that with you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
Willpower is your resolve plus your composure.
Resolve plus your composure.
3.
4. Look at
2.
5.
Shit. This is gonna be awesome.
We're all dead.
I am very
I have a
uncomposed.
5.
Okay, is it possible? Am I messing something up? I think I have 2.
Cody, you do the same thing in Call of Cthulhu. You're fine.
1 resolve, 1 composure.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You
Yeah.
only have 1 resolve, 1 composure.
I'm a skateboard dude. I don't have composure or resolve.
All right,
Okay,
Kyle.
well, looks like we found our first victim for insanity.
I have 1 composure
Joke's
as
on you.
well.
I'm already insane.
I've got a gun. I'm gonna shoot my teammates.
Oh god, it's Call of Cthulhu all over again.
Can I use the skateboard like the pan in PUBG?
That's exactly what
Yes.
it is, skateboard.
Nice.
All right. And then integrity, which I'm swapping for sanity.
Fighting merit.
So your integrity, starting integrity is 7.
Okay.
So I'll start you guys off at 7 as a sanity. And the way that this works, normally integrity is your moral standings. It's how you hold yourself morally. So at a 7 or even a 9 integrity, you're going to refuse to shoot somebody just because of how just you are, versus a 1 integrity, which is you're a cold-blooded thug and you don't give a shit.
Gotcha.
And as I said to you guys before, when you hit 0 integrity, your character becomes my character. It means that they've succumbed to the madness, or they have just snapped and have lost it, and they are out of control.
So basically 0, that'd be like 0 sanity in Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So
I tried to kill somebody in Call of Cthulhu too.
I'm noticing a
Yeah,
pattern here.
hey!
I wonder
So-
if this is gonna have the same ending.
one can only hope. Conditions, you guys will find out as you go. Conditions would be like, paranoia, psychosis,
Nice.
PTSD, stuff like that. Just because you're a vet, you may end up having PTSD, and I'll give you some extra points for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just start with
Can I
that?
start with
Seems like
PTSD?
reasonable thing to start
I
with.
already have voices in my head. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, if you want. Yeah, for the vet, I will give you extra points for having PTSD. So you will end up getting an additional merit specifically for it
Damn it.
that I will give you for free.
Why
Yeah,
can't
sure,
I
I'll
have
take PTSD for
Um,
merit.
Yeah, you'll get
Just tell me if we're not at this point.
Okay, there
What
we
are
go.
risks
That works
and
for me.
choices?
Risks and choices. Where are those?
I'm looking at the common sense mental merit. So
Oh,
I just wanted to know what that means. Like once per
those
chapter.
are normally for like standard gameplay.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not even gonna worry about it. Let me see here. Let me pull up. Well, since we're all online here, may as well
Yeah,
just
as
go
long as
through
we're all
merits.
talking about it.
Chronicles of Darkness.
Yeah. I can't see Twitch chat right now, but thank you for the people that are watching, because I can't see it.
Oh no!
As a New Yorker, I'm offended. An army of teddy bears. I'm a bit mental low.
Oh, okay.
He's
I saw
got
that.
lists.
We're good.
Always lists.
Wanted to
I
make-
don't know who's watching, but there's 2 other people than me watching, so we're doing good.
We're doing
Hello
good.
out there, by the way.
2 here, 2 YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. And while we're looking this up, don't forget December 19th, we're actually going to be dying very quickly with these characters.
So for Dan, one of the merits that you normally get 7 merits, 7 points that you can put into merits.
Yeah.
Their costs are based on the merit. But for you, I'm giving you danger sense for free because you have PTSD.
Yep.
You're also getting paranoia as the downside.
What is
Okay,
beaten
so is
down?
that conditions? Paranoia?
Yeah.
What
well-
is beaten down?
One more time.
What is beaten down?
Oh, beaten down is if you fill up your health with bashing, you start taking penalties.
And if I ignore that, then it just
It means you don't get the penalties for being completely filled full of bashing.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Wait, where do I find this stuff?
This is in the merits.
Merits.
We're online.
We're
looking
on
at
the
merits.
interwebs. Merits.
Ah,
Chronicles of Darkness. All right, so I guess are we gonna do merits now then?
May as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I got plenty of time. So.
I got time too, and hey, this is fun. I've not actually played a character since middle of summer, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that happened. Eh,
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
had
crushed, I
I
guess,
had my
but whatever.
gaming group run games while I was on hiatus, so it was actually nice to be able to play.
Yeah, I'm sure. Cody, if you can't find it, Cody, did you find it, or should I send it to you?
just send it to me. It might be easier.
Yeah, okay. I'll send it to you. I'll put it in our Discord. It is in the Discord.
So now is a good time to probably explain how the roles work.
Yes, that would be useful.
So as I said earlier, rolls, the number of dice that you have, or sorry, the number of dots you have, or the number of dice you get to roll. So let's say you're trying to make a will save against something that's trying to terrify you. Well, that's going to be a resolve composure.
Okay.
So you take the number of dice you have in resolve plus the number of dice you have in composure. In Cody's case, he's fucked.
What's happening?
We're talking about how rolls work.
I mean, I'm nearly as bad as Cody.
Yeah.
I have one more than he does.
So so you'll tell it. So is it like Call of Cthulhu? Where
Yeah,
it's
so,
like a hard
like if-
success, or is it like D&D?
Yeah,
Like
so
a
as the
DC?
skill, as the check comes up, I will determine what it is. So like, in, let's say, say Dan, you come up across a target that you need to shoot. Well, that's gonna be dexterity fire.
Oh, how do I know the cost of these? Because it says 7. Do I just pick 7 merits?
You get 7 points to spend on merits. The cost of them is in where it says rating on the website. That's the cost.
Okay.
So like fast reflexes is one of them. It's 1 dot to 3 dots. You can take up to 3 dots. Its requirement says wits or dexterity 3 dots, which means you have to meet that prerequisite.
Right. So if the rating was 2, I just spend 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question for area of expertise.
Area of
When-
expertise.
Yes. +2 means 2d10? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this
to-
system only uses D10.
Right. And a speciality die would be anything I have bubbles in under skill?
Specialty, the specialty die is something like Jake's character has the psychology, so if he uses his speciality or his specialty, he's working specifically in psychology.
Okay.
For Cody, if he's doing something with the skateboard as a weapon, then he gets that +1 die for using the skateboard as a weapon.
Okay.
So area of specialty or area of expertise is specifically for the specialty. Dan, he's got the rifle, so if he's using a sniper rifle, he gets that. Oh, speaking of, I gotta find that. That's
Yeah, guns are important. Also, you said we have 7 points to spend on merits?
yes, 7 points to spend on merits.
Gotcha. 7 points to
Oh,
spend.
this one's fun. It makes my larceny better. Sweet.
What is 8 again?
8 again means so 8s and 9s again means that you get to roll just like you had a 10. If you roll an 8 again, means that if every time you roll 8, 9, or 10, you get to roll them back in for additional successes.
I mean,
So I think for the first one I'm taking, I'm going to grab Empath, which is 2. I can contest Wits plus Empathy against manipulation plus subterfuge for insight into a character's mental state, which can open doors to these breaking points.
Yeah. Normally doors are something that are left for like main game.
Okay.
Which I mean it's kind of here or there. Doors ended up getting taken out in the New World of Darkness.
Okay.
But basically, yes, you can open up sort of a path into the psyche to be able to get what you need.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. First,
And the other
fighting
thing I'm taking is advanced library.
Chokeholds.
Darn you and your knowledge.
Ooh, I can take a second vice.
Cody, you'll probably want. What's your dexterity? You're at 3, right?
Yes.
I would highly suggest taking fighting finesse.
Okay.
Fast boy.
That's 2 dots, and what it does is it means that you can use dexterity instead of brawl, or dexterity instead of strength for stuff like brawl and weapons.
Ooh. So is it under physical?
Yeah, that's under fighting merits. It's under merits.
Okay.
So it's 2 dots, and it's called fighting finesse.
So advanced library gives me is informed a condition?
I believe it is.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to be informed in psychology.
I'd have to look that one up. I'll let you know.
All right, cool. Yeah, psychology. I can always change it. This is just what's jumping out at me.
Yeah.
Psychology, cult. That's a fun thing about not knowing a game system when you're playing it for the first time. You kind of just make decisions based off of what sounds right, and that's always a fun experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm going psychology. I'm going to go cult, because that's a hobby of mine. And psychology, cult.
See here. Chronicles of Darkness.
I'm going to take defensive combat, because that seems really good for what it's doing for me.
Yeah, I'll give you guys information, and then I'll die horribly, and then you can go and use that information.
You're useful at pointing things out. Maybe.
Yeah, informed is a condition. Okay.
And like I said, first and second edition are both viable in here. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a Greyhound as well, because I feel like I like, you know, I do graffiti and then I run away.
Yeah. Oh, Cody, you'll probably want parkour as your as a merit as
Question,
well.
what does it mean when it says gain 8 or gain 9?
Gain 8 or 9? Which one
Yeah.
are you looking at?
I first saw it seen in where is it? It's
The parkour is under physical, right?
It should, yes.
yeah, in the one I'm looking at here it says Dead Reckoning. Gain 8 again when navigating. Oh no, that yeah. What does that mean? Just in general.
I'm not entirely sure what Dead Reckoning is, but 8 agains is the same thing as, you know, 8s, 9s, and 10s reroll back in.
Okay, cool.
That's useful.
So drone control for anybody who wants a drone.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh yes, where's that?
That is under merit styles. It's a little further in. Unfortunately, you need to have intelligence 3, computer 3, and drive 2.
And all those things?
You have that's the prerequisite for those.
Damn.
Where?
We'll reevaluate.
I don't see parkour here. Is it like a first thing? Like a first?
It's under merit styles as well. That's dexterity 3, athletics 2. And I can hold on. Let me see here. I can probably send you a picture of it.
Is it a mental merit, a social merit?
No, it's a physical merit. It's a skill. It's a merit skill or merit style. So if you look up Chronicles of Darkness merit styles, it'll find
Yeah, because I did everything else, so you know.
Flow, subtract parkour dots from target successes to pursue or evade. Cat leap, add 1 automatic success when rolling dex athletics to land from fall uninjured, and add parkour to maximum damage that can be mitigated. Wall run, your initial climb height with running start increases 5 times your athletic.
You're fast.
Yeah, you're fast. You can climb stuff. You can land without having any, fall damage depending on the height. Spend a willpower for expert traceur. Spend a willpower and sacrifice defense to make an athletics roll to run, jump, or climb. Free flow. After meditating, you can take an athletics action reflexively once per turn, and willpower spent on foot shakes. May or may not help you. But cat leap and flow are probably going to be your help. Cat leap, flow, and maybe wall run might be good for you.
Okay.
Well, if we need information, I have a lot of book things. I'm good with books.
Sweet. Let's see here. Sniper, marksmanship. Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh yeah. What's your composure?
1.
Oh shit. Okay. We'll fudge it.
Okay. No yellow cards here.
Oh, I just noticed I should have been writing this down as I was doing it. Damn.
Street fighting, Systema. No, okay, so marksman. Let's see here. There's one specifically for sniper. I just have to find it.
Each success uncovers a clue.
Here it is. Merit styles. Number 1.
I'm excited for
Combat
this now.
marksmanship. Okay, so either combat marksmanship for you, or where is the actual sniper one? Here we go, sniping.
Sniping.
Yeah, you can either take combat marksmanship or sniping, or both if you really wanted to. The way that the styles work is the number of dots that you have, you get that ability plus everything below it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sniping on scope. Max aiming bonus is composure +1 for semi-auto, or composure +2 for all other rifles. Battle sight 0, double attacks from sight bonus. Oh wait, this is first edition. Never mind. I guess take combat. Combat marksmanship would probably be better.
Nice.
Okay.
Where's that one?
That's first edition merit styles. Shoot first, add firearms to your initiative. Tactical reload as a reflexive action. So you get to reload for free once per round. Double tap, make short bursts with additional firearms. Bayonet range, you're not really going to need to worry about that. Rapid fire, add 1 additional shot per dot of composure over 2.
Cool.
Right.
I think that's I think we got a pretty good grasp for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should know for the sheet?
I mean, aside from weapons, that's about it. Cody, yours is going to be 2 bashing for the skateboard. I'm assuming, is it a skateboard or is it going to be like a snow skate because it's snowing?
I don't have enough money for a skateboard, for a snowboard, so I'm just going to kind of sadly try to make it work.
Okay.
I'm saving my money for the PS5.
All right, there you go. So it's going to be 2 bashing.
Is that on
When
damage?
it says weapons attack, put skateboard, and then damage is 2B.
Uh-huh.
And then
Range,
what?
range would be LOL.
Yeah,
Clip would be LOL.
probably, yeah. Initiative and strength, I'm not going to worry about because it's a pretty light weapon, so you're not going to need to worry about it.
It's not like you're trying to load a cannon.
Yeah.
Question.
I'm
On
just going
trained,
ahead and put LOL on everything else.
Okay.
Sure. All right, what was that? Nate?
question. On trained observer, is there a difference between putting 1 or 3 into this skill? Like,
Yes, there is a difference between
you would reroll 9 or you would reroll 8 with 3. Okay, now I'm reading it. Now I'm reading it.
yeah.
Okay.
Trained observer 3 lets you roll 8s again on perception.
All right.
What does fight, flight, and freeze do? I forgot.
I'm sorry?
I took fight, flight, or freeze as one of my things. I forgot what
I
it
can
does.
help you out with that later.
Alright.
We can do it
Okay.
later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Your nerves react instinctively to danger. When violence erupts, you may choose to adopt the insane tilt, suffer beaten down, but gain 8s again to flee, or suffer stunned, but recover willpower. So either you become beaten down, but you get bonuses to being able to run away. So you'll be very tired, but you'll survive.
Which is probably good in this one shot, honestly.
Probably. Or you can be stunned, but regain your willpower to try and survive another day.
Okay. Oh, because in like a session thing, or even this, because I have 2 willpower, it might be more.
I'm not looking right now, but I assume you can't really do the whole ignore beaten down and this at the same time because they cost too much.
No, I believe you might be able to. It just depends on how you build your merits.
Okay.
Let's go bayonet range.
So you get everything from bayonet range down.
Yeah.
Just because if I've done this wrong, tell me. I have taken patient, trained observer, and drone control 3. Trained observer is also 3. For a total of 7.
So with patient is 1, 3, and 3. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. This is what I'm doing.
All right.
This is what I'm doing. I choose to do nothing. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know.
I went for like the buffet approach, so I did empathy for 2, advanced library for 3, library for 1, and then investigative prodigy for 1. We'll see how it works out. We'll
Nice. Yeah. So you're able to investigate, you're able to look around and kind of feel your way through situations. You're able to talk to people and get them to talk to you back. That will be nice.
Yeah.
This is a nice old man, as long as you're not on his lawn.
Unless you're Kyle. We don't like Kyle.
Eats my food too much.
Okay, Dad. Kyle ran away from you, dude.
Don't talk to me
Anybody
about
else
that.
have a weapon?
I have a book. It's not a weapon.
I have a weapon.
I mean, it's 1 bashing.
Okay.
Buck's considered blunt, so 1 bashing.
1 damage. Let's go. If that doesn't work, I'll shank him with my spectacles.
How hardy is a drone?
A merit
controller?
for shift.
Can I have a bayonet?
Honestly, I feel like
Yeah,
what does
I'll
my
give you a
character
bayonet.
even do? Because he would just run away from this. Like he's like, I don't think he is in any way helpful.
Neither am I.
That's what
Whatever.
one-shots are
This
for.
is how it works.
We're here to be not helpful.
The only helpful person here is the guy that has the gun, because at least he can shoot something.
I have a book.
I have a drone.
He's
I
gonna
took a
clobber
3
me.
at drone. It might hurt someone
going
bad.
to end badly.
That's
It might
the
hurt
point.
someone. I don't know.
If this isn't ending badly, I think we've messed up. I think that's pretty much everything, unless you have something else to go over. We talked about the plot. We talked about our hilariously useless characters, and we've talked about how to make the hilariously useless characters maybe do something.
Yeah. And like I said, it really, your character depends on what you want them to do. I have I have a character in an old game. If you guys are familiar with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, it's Vinnie Jones. Right? I got this East Ender bruiser who is just insanely strong. He's got a little bit of intelligence, dumb as a box of rocks. I failed so many times with him. It's really easy to do different types of characters. You just have to have an understanding of what you want them to
Oh
do.
yeah. Oh, I'm not expecting Roger to go out there and tackle the BBEG. That's not what we're going for here.
Well, actually, I think he can, as long as you just roll 10s.
No, I have no strength.
If you roll a 10, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't have the points for it, doesn't mean that you can't get it on a chance die. There is a
Fair.
very slim chance that you can get it.
Yeah.
When arthritis is not too bad.
You know,
Yeah.
if there's any other questions for this game?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it set up on Discord.
Conditions and aspirations are extra, correct?
Yeah.
Conditions and aspirations happen during the game.
Okay.
Just like with Dan's character, he's got PTSD, so his character has paranoia. That's a condition. Aspirations are things that happen during the game. It's not really something I'm going to focus on too much because it's only a one shot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but conditions would be stuff like paranoia, schizophrenia, possession, stuff like that.
Nice.
Roger.
All right. Well, in that case, I think we've covered everything. We've been live for over an hour, so that was a lot of charactering. I'm super excited we did this. I'm super excited to play Chronicles of Darkness. Speaking of different game systems, we are launching into a full Call of Cthulhu campaign starting this Wednesday. Also, go check out Allen's page, Panopticon Gaming, because he is an awesome game master, and you can have him run this game for you. He has a whole professional game master thing set up, so go check him out. We're going to have him on the channel again to do another GM chat at some point before we do the one-shot. We're also going to be giving some stuff away on the one-shot for D&D 5e, so if you want free things, because free things are cool, come by and check us out. Until we see you all again, don't forget to have fun.